¿Qué pasó, boxing fanáticos? This is the end to do another boxing analysis. This analysis is between Mikey Garcia versus Robert Easter Jr. Now, with Mikey Garcia, he has so many different skills, and he works in so many different varieties of ways with the way that he punches, and just his overall, the way that he approaches the fight. He uses his jab, he takes his time, he's very technical. And then you have Robert Easter Jr., who can box and has shown, shades of greatness in his previous fights. But then he wants to sit and, exchange in the inside game, which I think for how tall he is and for his, just for his stature, for his style, that's not the right way to go about it. But if that's what he wants to do, then more props to him. I just feel like in a fight with Mikey, that would be a bad fight because you get clipped on the chin by Mikey at the right time with the proper force and power. I just feel like it would be all over for Robert. Robert is a very tall 135, extremely tall 135. I just want to see what would happen in this fight. I've always wanted to see this fight. Especially it being a title fight and everything, it's gonna be big. It's gonna be really, really big if it get all the negotiations and everything goes through. Of course, people post all Robert Easter Jr. versus Mike Garcia already. This, that, and the third. But until it's 100% finalized, both signed the contract. I'm just making a video about what I've been seeing about Robert Easter Jr. and Mikey Garcia. Because there's been a lot of talk about them two fighting in the boxing world in the past day or two. So like I said, I think that Mikey will beat Robert, and only because I feel like how long can he make 135 being that tall, being at that height? I understand he's young and everything, but it just seemed like a hell of a struggle to stay at 5'11", almost 6 feet tall, and then make 135. And then I just feel like the force and the power of Mikey, the intelligence of Mikey, and the way he approaches each and every fight, unless you're thinking on that wavelength, or have get plan A, plan B, plan C, I just don't see Robert beating Mikey. Now, if Robert decides to sit back and box, take his time, use the perimeter of the ring, and jab, 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 double jab, triple jab, quadruple jab, anything is possible. Anything is possible. So those are the things I would look forward to in the fight, is to see if Robert, wants to actually let his hands go from long range and use his distance and just control, because boxing's all about control. If he can sit there and control the fight with his jab and throw the 1-2, throw the hook and counter, or when Mikey tries to throw something, especially a jab, parry the jab and counter with the right hand. Just be very, very cerebral. I think it'd be an easy fight for Robert because of how tall he is. But it's just one of those fights that's just gonna have to happen. Mikey's only 5'5", 5'6", maybe. I don't know. It's just gonna be interesting, man. My final analysis of what I think will happen, I think Robert will fill him out in the first couple rounds, see what kind of power Mikey has. Same with Mikey, fill each other out for about 2 rounds, and in that 3rd round, 4th round, 5th round, you see a lot of action, see a lot of punches thrown. And then the middle rounds, either Robert is gonna sit there and try to bang with Mikey and then get caught and get knocked out or get TKO'd, or you see Robert find his range, find his distance, get his timing down, and then say, you know what, it's time to just ride this on off into a 12-round decision by a masterclass performance of staying on the outside, using your range, using your distance, and using your boxing brain. If he could do that, make the fight super easy, make Mikey run into some stupid shit, because Mikey sometimes can get into the habit of just coming forward and not really using a lot of intelligent pressure. Not all the time. A lot of the time, like in the Adrian Broner fight, he used intelligent pressure. But in some fights, he doesn't always use that intelligent pressure, because most of the time he's the person boxing, being a boxer puncher that he is. So Yeah, that's just what I see if it goes the distance. Because the activity, and like I said, it depends on what Robert does. I'm telling you, it's really, really based on that. If he sits in the inside, if it's an inside fight, Mikey wins. If it's an outside fight, Robert wins. So my last and final, I would have to say Mikey Garcia. That's a safe bet, man. That's a person to put your money on because he's undefeated and he hasn't shown any signs of slowing down or showing that he can't handle a top elite level fighter like Robert Easter Jr. So I'm going with Mikey by decision. Mikey by decision. So let me, you guys let me know what you think in the comment section below. I'll get back to you more boxing news, analysis, and updates. And if it was a knockout by Mikey, I believe it'll be in the middle rounds after wearing him down with the jab, the 1-2, and just wear him down with activity, you know, because Mikey's a pretty good body puncher too. He can go to the body very well, and Robert has a very thin frame. So I think that'll be another X factor for you guys to think about. But yeah, don't forget to subscribe, like, share this video. There is, to the right hand side of the screen, right next to the subscribe button, you have the bell icon. Click that bell icon so you can get all my boxing news, analysis, and updates. Peace.